might be ready. I see the flames coming up. I see them coming up. So I think we have some people that said, listen, they ready to change their health. They want to change their wealth. And they even dropped some flames in the chat. But I don't know if I'm satisfied yet. I only see 118 people on this Zoom tonight. Y'all, listen, one more time. Send it out to one last person. We need about 50 more people on this. So whoever is somebody that you know they will do anything for you. If you say, girl, listen, I need you to get on here. You say, sir, I need you to help me out. You can stretch to one more person and get them on this Zoom tonight, okay? Because I'm telling you, this information can change your life, all right? I see the numbers going up a little bit. I'm going to give y'all 20 seconds and then I'm going to go ahead and I think we are ready to listen to this information. Again, if you need Spanish interpretation, please hit more. Then go ahead and click on that globe and choose Spanish. All right, I see these numbers still going up. I love it. I love it. But we still need a little bit more numbers on this Zoom on tonight because Monday night, something just happens and it sets the tone for the week, right? So we know if we're on here on Monday, the rest of the week is just going to take off because your life is going to be forever changed. So again, if you are ready to take your life to the next level, go ahead and type the word yes in the chat. And we are going to go ahead and kick this Zoom off. All right, so y'all are ready. Well, my name is Tedra Gordon, and I am just your hostess. I am coming before the main meal on tonight. All right, this is just a small appetizer. I'm so happy to serve on this platform for each and every one of you. I do reside in the area of Powder Springs in Georgia. And guess what? I don't need to talk too much about me. I do work a full-time job, but you know what I love is the fact that I wasn't afraid a couple years ago to say yes to an industry that completely changed my family and I's life. And then I took it a step further and said, you know what? I love health, but I love also helping people. And I became a certified health and wellness coach. And that has afforded me the opportunity to help a lot of people change their life in the area of health and wellness. So we got introduced to this amazing opportunity just a few months ago. And in a record period of time, we have been able to transform people's lives, give them their life back. And I'm so glad I said yes. But if it was not for this one lady, okay, who is very near and dear to me, she just keeps on going. Y'all know how you have that energized bunny that say they take a licking, but they keep on ticking. I don't even know if she take a licking, y'all, because even when she don't feel good, she just shows up no matter what because she knows this is it. This is it. She even said on last night she has decided to black out so that she can make sure her life and her family's life and all of your lives go to the next level. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to a multiple seven-figure income earner in this industry called network marketing. She has broken records in this company. She is the top income earner, okay? And I just don't know how she does what she does, and she'll tell you the rest of her story. But I want to turn it over to Mrs. Nina Rochelle Mora. Take it away.
I am here. I am here. Let me know if you can hear me or does it
We have a little echo.
There's an echo. Let me fix that. Let me figure out why I hear it too, real bad. What is going on? How about now?
Still say it again. Talk again.
How about now?
Good.
That's better?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Let me know if you guys can hear me without an echo. I certainly don't want to wreck your
It's
ears.
still there a little bit. Turn your volume up. Yes, there a little.
I don't know what's going on. Hold on a second, y'all. Let's fix this. How about now? Now? How about now? Are we
There
good?
you go.
We're better now?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Well, my name is Nina Moore, you all, just like you heard Mrs. Gordon say. And I want you all to put some flames in the comments for Mrs. Gordon. She hosted this call so eloquently, and she found out about 2 minutes before we were getting ready to start the call that she was going to host this evening. So I want some flames in the chat. Flames, not just for Mrs. Gordon. I want some flames because you're finally getting ready to hear something that's not a me too product. How about, can we get excited about that? Can we get excited about finally something that is changing people's lives. Can we get excited finally about something that's just not white labeled and duplicated? It's not a coffee, it's not a tea, right? It's not a shake, it's not a protein shake. Can we get excited, right? We're not talking about hair growth serum, shampoo, and lipstick and makeup. We're talking about a product that literally, when you put it on someone, it elevates their quality of life. Not only does it elevate their quality of life, but we're giving people their dignity back. And now you heard Mrs. Gordon say some amazing things like, are you ready to go next level with your health? And we got some yeses, some yeses, some yeses in the comments. But what I want to ask you now is, do you know anybody? If you know someone who's in pain constantly, I want you to send them the link to this Zoom right now. You still got time. If you know someone who's dealing with stress and anxiety and things like that, depression, sadness, I want you to send them the link to this call right now. Do you know someone who's restless and sleepless at night? You know, sitting up looking in the ceiling every night. I want you to send them the link to this right now. Do you know someone who has trouble walking? If you know someone that has trouble walking, I want you to send them the link to this call right now. Send them the link. We're going to give you a couple of seconds for you to go ahead and send them the link. I still hear that I've got an echo. Am I echoing for everyone, or is it better? Let me know in the comments. Tedra, can you give me a thumbs up? They're saying I'm echoing. Still echoing? Let's figure out why. How about now? Is there an echo now? Now is it clear? Are we 100% good? All right, we want to make sure that you can hear. Okay, perfect. All right, so if this is you, I too was sitting in the seat that you're sitting in, where I knew a lot of people, Mrs. Gordon, that were tired all the time. I knew a lot of people who were sleepless. Dr. Dunn, I knew a lot of people whose sex life lacked luster, right? I know a lot of people who have family members who could barely walk. I myself have a grandmother who's actually in rehab right now, and I can't wait till they get the patches to her. I got tired of looking for something better, but I kept running into the wall of, we kept finding the same products over and over and over again. You see, I wanted to finally do something where I was helping people, having fun, making money, but building a legacy. Is there anybody else on here that wants to have fun, make money, help people, and build a legacy? Could that be anybody on here? You see, I realized that I've mastered this thing called multi-level marketing or online sales, e-commerce sales. I've mastered being able to share stories with other people, because facts sell, but stories sell. And we've got some amazing, I promise you, stay tuned for the testimonies, right? We've got some amazing testimonies coming tonight. But the real deal is, if a person can't feel better from a product that they're using, if a person can't afford it, right? If a person can go just find the product on Amazon or eBay, then what difference does it make? I wanted to be with a company that stood for integrity and character. And what we have found with our CEO, who spent $25 million of his own money, I'm going to say that again, $25 million of his own money, and 16 years of research and development to make sure that he brought us a product that is world class. Could you get excited about a world class product? So you've been invited here by someone who cares a lot about you. You've been invited here tonight by somebody who wants to share with you something that we're right now in front of a wave. We're in front of a movement. And let me talk to you right now about first movers advantage. What you need to understand this evening is, you're all being gifted something called first movers advantage. Well, what does that mean? That means that you're seeing an opportunity before it hits the mainstream. You're seeing an opportunity before we hit television. I said television. I need somebody to hear what I just said about television. You're hearing this information this evening. Wow, we're on the rise. This company started January of 2023, and you now have an opportunity to be a part of something that is big. I want you to type the word big in the comments. Type the word big in the comments. Now, if you're here to listen to this call in Spanish, what we want you to do is we want you to go to the word more at the bottom of the screen. More, and we want you to click onto the globe and choose the language that you want to hear this call in. We want to make sure that everyone is able to hear this call in the language of their choice. Thank you so much to Jorge, who is translating this call for us. Our CEO says that he is here to build something generational that will transform the world because anything else is a waste of time. Now, I've had massive success with detox teas, and I've had massive success with coffees and weight loss products. But here's what I know. A person who wants to lose weight, if they can't move their body because they're in so much pain, then what good are the products? Now we have found a product, listen to this, that we can put on an infant and we can put on a senior. We found a product right now that an expecting mom can wear, a nursing mom can wear, an infant can wear, a teenager can wear, a senior can wear, and everything in between. We even put the peace patch on our dogs. We have found something that is disruptive technology. And when you find something that's disruptive technology, it has changed the world and it always will. Because we now, here with Superpatch, have come to solve the biggest problems. Because when you solve the biggest problems, you create the biggest opportunity. Come here, Thomas Edison. Come here, the Wright brothers. How about Alexander Graham Bell? Think about the way we used to use phones and how we use them today. Nobody, very rare, it's very rare to find someone with a landline in their home. And so now, what big problems do we have? Well, we've got some really big global wellness problems. And when you look at this screen, can you think about somebody that's having problems with poor mobility? I asked you earlier to think about someone who's dealing with aches and pains. I asked you to think about, and we're gonna go ahead and stop this annotation. Somebody is writing on the presentation. So let me delete that, you guys, so that you're not distracted. We don't want anyone distracted from anything, and I've disabled it, so don't worry. No one will be able to write anymore. All right. And we're gonna go right back to it as soon as I can get my screens to come back. Hold on, y'all. Let me go back because somebody was being busy. Somebody,
It's Maura, you are breaking up really bad. Sorry to interrupt. It's breaking up.
hold on. Paul's coming in to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, y'all. How about now, Tedra? How about now?
You're great. Say it again.
Better now?
Yes.
Okay. Then I can't hear myself. Paul, hello. Okay, testing 1, 2. Hold on 1 second. Let's get this right. You can hear me, but I can't hear myself. Give me 1 second. Can you hear me clearly now?
Talk again.
Can you hear me clearly now?
You really low.
Okay, 1 second. Oh, I know why. Okay, how about now?
Now the echo came back a little bit and you're low.
I'm low and the echo came back. How about now?
There you go. Talk one more time.
That's 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2,
Yes,
2, 2.
good. Clear.
And I'm clear. Okay,
Yes.
but now I don't have my sound, Paul. Test 1, 2, 2, 2. Sound won't stay on my computer. One, two, 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 two. What is going on? Hold on, y'all. I'll figure it out. I can hear on my call, but I can't hear on my computer. Give me 1 second. How about now? Test 1, 2, 2, 2.
Very clear.
Y'all can hear me, but I can't hear myself. All right, that's okay. I'll keep going. All right. So let's go back to the presentation. So sorry, making sure you guys can hear me clear, because if you can't hear me, it doesn't matter. All right. Can you hear me now? Thumbs up. Let me see. Make sure I'm getting some thumbs. Cool. All right. Who do you know? As we're looking at this presentation, I know lots of people, several people who can't sleep. Imagine being able to build a big business on that alone. People who can't sleep. But then we know that the world has really big global wellness problems. And just like we've got big global wellness problems, these are what the world would say are their solutions. Well, just change your diet. How about a lifestyle change? Supplements, exercise, therapy, drugs, caffeine, surgeries, and the list goes on and on and on. And what we know that it's so much easier to say than it is to do. Can I get an amen and a witness in the comments? It is so much easier to say, well, just change your lifestyle. Because with those lifestyle changes comes risks. And these are the current solutions. The commitment that are required. Many products that are hard to use. The safety facets. Some of them are too high, right? It's too expensive. They're invasive. Regulatory compliance. People are afraid of overdosing. Lifestyle change resistance. Because guess what? You're trying to change your lifestyle, but maybe the people in your household are not trying to change their lifestyle. So now you're fighting against your own blood. You're fighting against your own environment, and it gets harder and harder and harder. But what we found, and our CEO, Jay Dollywall, who started this company because of his mother who was diagnosed with MS, what he found when he did his interviews and he ran his tests and he did all of his research is that this is what people really want. And what I want you to do in the comments is I want you to comment which one of these things are important to you. And if all of them are important to you, I need to see the word all of them. Say all of them, all of them. Because it is important that we have products that are 100% drug-free. Because I sometimes will have the television on at night. And what I hear at night, Mrs. Gordon, are the commercials that play late at night talking about all of the hundreds of side effects. The side effects portion of the video is typically longer than the video promotion itself. Well, what about no contraindications? Well, what does that mean? No contraindications means that you don't have to worry about using the patches and you're on medication because there are no contraindications, and you're getting ready to hear why. We knew that if we wanted something better for us, something different for us, it was going to require a new approach, and that it was time for a breakthrough. And then this fell into our laps, Superpatch. And I know that you see that we've got 14 revolutionary patches that are changing health, wellness, and performance. And if any of these patches have changed your life, if any of these patches have changed the lives of the people that you love and are connected to, I need you to comment and light the chat up. Because I know for a fact that I watched my mother use the Liberty Patch, use the Victory Patch, use the Freedom Patch, and many more, and the Peace Patch, and the Defend Patch, and she's no longer suffering with her arthritis pain. She's no longer suffering with her COPD. Now, I am not making any medical claims, none at all. But what I'm telling you is that we've got tons and tons of testimonies. And what we're going to do is we're going to run over to this 5-minute video, and then we're going to bring Mr. John up because he had a 30-minute window. We're going to run and watch this 5-minute video that will explain the technology, because guess what? Many of us don't even know how to pronounce the word. But this just goes to show that you don't have to know how to pronounce the word if you can press play. And how many of you can take your finger and press?
On average, it covers about 21 square feet. Bigger than a typical door frame. It comprises 15% of your body weight. and contains 11 miles of blood vessels. I'm talking about the biggest organ in the human body, your skin. And now, the Superpatch company is unlocking the superpowers of human skin. Your skin protects you from invaders like germs, helps you regulate your body temperature, and allows you to feel tactile sensations like hot, cold, rough, and soft. In fact, the Nobel Prize was awarded to a couple of doctors who unlocked the secrets of our body's sense of touch and temperature. Imagine you have a tiny team of workers inside your body. When your skin experiences something hot or cold, or something touches your skin, these workers send messages to your brain telling you what's happening. They're called ion channels, and these sensors are the key to a new cutting-edge technology utilized by the Superpatch company. This elegant and effective technology has gone through clinical studies, and the amazing results have been published in peer-reviewed science journals. And their benefits are game-changing. For example, let's talk about pain. The Freedom Superpatch focuses on pain management. Users of the patch reported a 72% reduction in pain within minutes, and the relief lasts for 24 hours. Here's how this amazing technology works. It's well known that our minds regulate our physiology. The autonomic nervous system and other neural networks, much like computer programs in our mind, control every aspect of our physical lives, from our heart and breathing rates to sleep and pain. But these networks can become dysfunctional or damaged due to factors like illness, stress, injury, or the environment. And when your neural networks stop working optimally, it can affect every aspect of your health. So to utilize these neural pathways, those ion channels, the Superpatch company has been developing skin stimulation technology for more than 12 years. It's called Haptic Vibrotactile Trigger Technology, or VTT. Each Superpatch contains very fine ridges that stimulate receptors in your skin. Think of them as braille for the brain. And the unique patterns of these ridges help reboot a specific neural program. When these ridges touch the skin, the stimulation starts instantly correcting those neural programs, essentially rewiring your brain. We're talking about life-changing benefits. For example, more than 50 million Americans have sleep disorders. And according to the National Institute of Health, insufficient sleep is estimated to have a negative annual impact on the US economy of more than $400 billion. Studies have shown that people who wear the REM Superpatch for 2 weeks fall asleep 48% faster and get almost 25% more sleep at night. Every year, more than 36 million falls are reported among older Americans, and studies show that balance is the most reliable biomarker for longevity. In other words, if you have good balance and stability, the more likely you are to live longer. Studies on the Liberty Superpatch reveal that it can improve balance and stability by more than 30%. This is all done without drugs, electronic stimulation, or therapies. Most importantly, the patches are safe and easy to use. 100% drug and chemical free, no ingredients or supplements, and there are no contraindications or side effects. It's great to be active. It's even better to be proactive. The Superpatch, backed by research, proven by science.
Now, many of us still get very, very excited when we watch that video. As you see, Nobel Prize winners, our studies, our research are published to the public. Now, there's some other patch companies out here, you guys. We're not the only patch company, but we're the only patch company with no ingredients. We're also one of the only patch companies that publishes the research to the public, and there's lots of research that's offered to the public. We're also the only patch company that is registered with the FDA. And if you're trying to figure out, well, how is it that this doesn't have any ingredients? That video just explained the VTT technology. So let's run over to Decatur, Georgia, and we're going to go ahead and bring up Mr. John. Now, Mr. John was at our patch party on Saturday. And Mr. John, well, I'm going to let him tell his testimony. He is a testimony. And even on his shirt on Saturday, his shirt said, I am a testimony. So, Mr. John, if you would unmute yourself, I made you a co-host so that you'd be able to unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
Let me go ahead and bring you up to the screen with me and add the pen. Mr. John, Mr. Testimony.
Yes.
Your energy is infectious. You were like one of the first people. Let me do my test. Give it to me first. And
bless you.
I just want you to talk about your experience with Superpatch for the very first time on Saturday. What did it do for you? And then tell us a little bit about what happened, like when you started running back to the house.
I was fortunate enough to be invited to a patch party by Jasmine, who is a neighbor of mine, kind of like a little sister to me and my wife, a couple of houses down. And so she had a patch party, which I got an opportunity to get a chance to sit down and really see what was displayed in reference to the patch. Now, of course, like anybody else, I didn't really know that much about the patch from the technology aspect. And of course, my wife was excited, and she was one of the first to get up to do the Liberty patch. I think it was the Liberty. I think it's the Liberty patch. Yeah, for the balance and everything. And we saw what it did in a matter of seconds. I'm gonna give you 15 seconds just for those who are listening. But within a matter of seconds, from the standpoint of balance, that Jasmine was testing her in just transforming from a point of seeing her lose her balance initially, doing three different things, and then go back and do the same three things with the patch on, and it was a totally different result. Now, of course, when she did it, I'm like, wait a second. Yeah, make a believer out of me. Come on now, make a believer out of me. So I jumped in because I'm one of those people that I'm gonna jump in, especially because I'm a businessman. I'm the they call me the chaplain because I am one, and I am a testimony apparel. I've been in the business 14 years, so I know about business, and I'm also in another. But this right here, from a health standpoint, ladies and gentlemen, was different. So I got my opportunity to have her put that patch on me, go through the balance test. It was legit. Like the first two things that she did, I was off balance in the beginning. She put the patch on me. It was like trying to move a rock. And so I wanted to bless the people in the room. So I went home. But one thing I did, I walked down the block, which was, well, not down the block, 2 or 3 houses down. And I forgot that I had osteoarthritis. Ladies and gentlemen, I have osteoarthritis in my hips, and it causes me pain. I used to be a former athlete, so it's painful in some ways. And I'm gonna tell you, I take the Excel little tablet, the gel tablet that tries to help my muscles and bones and all that. I'm still kind of challenged because you got to take 3 or 4, 5 a day, right? To get in your bones. But while I'm walking home, I forgot about what was going on. I almost started jogging because I didn't have any pain in a matter of moments. So I get to the house, get what I came to pick up so I could bless the people at the patch party. And when I come back, they're outside getting ready to go. And we just had to have a conversation because I told her, I said, listen, I forgot I had osteoarthritis when I was walking home because I didn't feel it. And this was in maybe 20 minutes later. I
Yeah,
think maybe 20 minutes later when I walked out to walk down to the house and recognized that whatever patch was on me was working.
wow.
Because I'm gonna tell you this, after 24 hours, when I took that patch off, my whole body changed from a standpoint of what was going on. So like, and that would have been like earlier today, because we did the party was the yesterday's, but we did the party. So I will also say my wife had one of the patches because she doesn't sleep well, and she has anxiety sometimes because she's a teacher. So she got the kids and youthful kids, and she put on one, or she actually purchased a pack. And when I tell you this chick is cool and calm right now with that patch on, she my wife is so cool and calm right now.
Wow.
So so I will say, because I've seen a lot of products in the health industry and out of the health industry, that what I saw on that at that patch party it made a believer out of me, and I know I'm gonna be patching up. You know, I know my wife has already started. I'll be patching up, and then I probably will look at the business side because that's because I'm a people person. I've been in the game a long time, so I know a lot of individuals, male and female, that are struggling with their health in many diverse ways because I get a chance to talk to them about it in different avenues. But if you hear the sound of my voice, just knowing that I'm a chaplain and I'm not gonna make nothing up.
I know that's right.
This right here, in my age, I'm 60 plus. So it was meaningful for those of us who are in this season. It's meaningful to have something that will ease the pain that we go through at this season in life. And especially, like I say, for me, because in my youth, I was very athletic and it's catching up to me now. And I also know some individuals who I was athletic with, it's catching up to them. They on crutches, canes, but can barely walk, scooting, wheelchairs, or walkers. So I got some people I need to talk to. But I was asked to share my story, aka my testimony,
Testimony.
and so I wanted to do that, and actually I wanted to thank Jasmine for inviting us and having a patch party close enough for me to scuffle over there and then run back.
That's good stuff. Thank you so much,
so,
Mr.
so,
John.
so absolutely.
You're amazing. Thanks so much. All right, y'all. We can't make this up. We can't make this up. And what we're learning is that once you hear this, you can't unhear it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. If you hear the excitement that you hear in Mr. John, now he has natural energy, but there's an excitement that you hear in his voice about the fact that he was using them little things he told y'all multiple times a day, and they weren't working. Now we got one more testimony. I don't know if he's still here. I see him. Jason Schmidt, if you would unmute yourself, I just clicked for you to unmute. And if you,
Hello.
there you are, Jason. Is
Good
mama around you?
Yeah, she upstairs.
Okay, Jason, tell us what happened. Your video has kind of gone a little viral all over social media. Tell us what happened for your mom. How did you even come about seeing the patches? Why did you buy them? And tell us a little bit about what's going on.
So I came across you via Facebook on Reels, and the video that got me was a 93-year-old lady. And it wasn't you deliberately who put the patches on her, but the young lady who put the patches on her. When I seen her get up and move without the walker, I was like, I need to try this on my mom. Yeah, that's my daughter. She wants patches also, and I'm buying every last one of them. I'm literally buying every last one of them because I need her to focus better in school, and I know that they have focus patches that will help for that. My mother, she want more Liberty patches because there was only 4 that came with the sample patch. So I'm getting, again, every last one of them. Like, seriously, every last one. But when I gave my mother the patch, I only put a Liberty patch on her. That was it. And I did the test, as you saw, and that was a raw reaction, a raw video I apologize for the vulgar language, but
Okay.
my father was a sailor. He was born in 1924, so I can't help that. He was a part of World War II, so I don't know.
We
But
loved your reaction. We did.
look, and my daughter, she can't stop talking about him. She been telling everybody like she's a sponsor or an ambassador. Like seriously, like no cap. And I've never even put a patch on her. But the results that she see with her grandmother,
Yeah.
it blew her mind. And she was like, Daddy, I need a patch. My knees be hurting. I put some on me, Daddy. Put it right here on my thigh. My knees be hurting whenever I walk up and down the stairs. And I'll be like, no, not yet.
That's priceless. You know, Jason, you
Look,
FaceTime me with your mom the day after she put the patch on. And I answered. We were in the parks. But your mother's energy, she was twerking in the bed. Like she's like, look at me dancing. I can dance. You know, to give your mom, you gave your mother her quality of life back. Mm.
she come out and she's gonna come dance for your nat. Look, here she comes. She ain't had no patch in like 3 days.
Wow.
And here she is.
Wow.
Hello.
Hi, Mom. Thank you so much. We got a lot of women that are just like you, Mom, that as soon as they are not having any pain, the first dance they want to do is the boots on the ground. I don't know what that's about, but all
I cannot do that dance.
you can't. It's all right.
I cannot do the boots on the ground. I've been trying. I just can't get it.
Thank y'all so much.
I know it.
Thank you, Jason, for getting on and giving us your testimony. Thank y'all so much. All right, y'all. We can't make this up. We can't make it up, right? And like I said, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. And I know that normally we would bring Dr. Bramwell back up on the line. I'm going to keep going forward with the presentation, y'all, and I'm gonna get her up here before we get off, because we had fabulous testimonies tonight. We did not want to go without you hearing those testimonies. Now, here are some of the things when you're looking at the business side of this, right? Because oftentimes we don't get to this part. When we're looking at the business side, there are some things that you should be looking at when you're looking at a business. One of the things you should be looking at is the company globally protected with their intellectual property and technology? Is it protected? Well, guess what? Ours is, because there's a trademark on our patches. So that's one of the things that you should be concerned with. You want to know, are the products reliable? Are they almost instant results? Are they life-changing and mind-blowing, which we begin to see when we do the stability test? You want to know, is the person going to have to wait for weeks or months to see results? Tedra and I, Ms. Gordon and I, Dr. Dunn and I, Dr. Bramwell and I, Sean Bell and I, we were all buying collagen, you all, where we were spending over $200 a month from the collagen, and we didn't see one result. And we had been on that collagen for months and months and months and months. People want products that have thousands. We've got thousands of testimonies, and we get testimonies every single day. What about a product where there's no change required? No lifestyle change, no diet change. We're getting ready to open up in Mexico and Colombia this month. What about the fact that the patches have no need to change? There's no products. So guess what, Dr. Dunn, Dr. Bramwell? We don't have to change the patches for other countries because there are no ingredients, right? Our products are FDA registered, proven clinicals, drug-free and ingredient-free. Same products available in every market with world-class materials. But here's another benefit and a bonus for you. We have something called co-op marketing, right? And we get to buy what's called CapEx tokens, where we get to buy into and invest into, I don't even like the word buy. We get to invest into customers. It's basically like free customers and free volume that our company obtains from their marketing ads that are running in Times Square and will in the next few weeks hit television. Ladies and gentlemen, the revolution will be televised. Now we have an opportunity every single month to purchase CapEx programs when tokens from the program once a month until they sell out, as long as you are on a monthly smart ship. So everybody, Write the word smart chip in the caption in the comments, and everybody needs to get on smart chip. It's not when you just make a monthly order. The only way that you qualify to purchase CapX tokens is when you are on a monthly smart chip. So if you signed up as an associate and you did not sign up and set up your smart chip, everyone needs to go and set up their smart chip tonight, because I would not dare. Now, you won't qualify this month, you'll qualify next month. But I wouldn't dare allow these television ads to start running without being qualified to purchase our CapX tokens. All right. So the company has spent, Mr. Dhaliwal, our CEO, has spent $25 million of his own money. This is not like company money. This is his own money. And over 15 years, it's been 16 years now of research making the best possible product for us. So how do you get started? Well, this is not the only pack, but it's the best pack. And the reason why it's one of our best packs is because it's the only pack that you can customize. Now, the only way that you can access this particular pack is when you join with a membership first, and then you're able to log into your account by going to tools. Somebody put this in the comments. Tools, TOOLS superpatch.com is the way that you log in. And then you're going to use the URL or username that you created and the password, log in, and you'll be able to go to orders and place new orders to purchase this particular pack. If you desire any of our other packs, they are available on the front side of when you're enrolling. There are multiple packs for you to choose from on the front end, starting from the $2.99 on up. Or you can join as a member. This is the no excuse way to join. You can join as a member for $40. You can join as a member for $40, but then you must log into your account and purchase no less than 2 packs of patches to make your account active. I'm telling you right now that this is the pathway to success. You see that our ads are currently running multiple times a day right in Times Square in New York Times Square. And what happened is all those millions of customers that end up enrolling just directly to the company, well, because we're included in that CapX program, we get to get a share or a portion of the volume that comes in from the ads that we don't even buy. So our investment in the coins helps to offset the cost of marketing. We also have an app called the iDecide app, where you can send messages to your business prospects and or customers. And we've already had massive success. Massive success. So we're not trying to do it. We're already doing it. And then when you see people like NFL players, like the Kansas City Chiefs and many, many, many other NFL players and NBA players, right? And when you see all of those things happen in the MLB, the Championship League, the NHL, the NCAA, when you see all of those things happening, you know that you're in the right place at the right time with a product that is being worn by people who go through stringent tests with all of their athletic trainers to be able to even pass tests to play in professional sports. Well, we've got brand advocates like Jay Glazer, Lee Greer, Shay Pierre, and Robbie Lawler. And if you don't know who they are, you can take a screenshot of this right now and you can go and Google them and find them all over Instagram. I'm going to tell you right now that when you look at colleges that are looking at our patches to give to their athletes, you know that you've got a product that's world class and world changing. Superpatch is already in 32 countries. And after August, we will be in 34 countries as we are launching Mexico and Colombia. I'm going to tell you, and beyond, with more products to come, because our CEO is already 10 years ahead in his thinking and planning about the future for us. And so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and invite Dr. Bramwell to come onto the line. She's elated about what she's seeing. And Dr. Bramwell is one of the people that is solely responsible for why we're all even here in Superpatch, because she gave me her yes. And she told me that I needed to take a very serious look at these patches. Dr. Nicole Bramwell, what do you have to say about Superpatch?
Well, first of all, I couldn't understand why you didn't have a link yet. But anyway, I, I saw that video and I mean, it goes past even being impressed. And so I keep saying that this is why I became a doctor. This is actually why many doctors became doctors because they wanted to actually be involved in wellness and actually making people well, helping people actually have solutions to what they're suffering. Unfortunately, the way that we've been trained has affected us and affected you all as well. And so realize that we are victims of that propaganda, also that things can only be fixed with medicine. And so I'm glad that I've moved away from that. I am so happy. I mean, miraculous comes to mind every time because of what I have seen, what I have heard, what I know now, and there's no way that I can go without sharing with everyone that I come in contact with. This is real. This is no hocus pocus. And yes, it does seem like magic. However, it is not. It is pure technology and science that this is working with how your body, your brain actually works to control your body. And so what we're seeing is people actually getting better, actually getting relief, actually those intangibles of quality of life. Like you can't put a price on those things. You can't put a price on someone being able to spend more time with their grandchildren, actually bend down and play with them, and people dancing, making themselves feel happy. You can't put a price on children having better focus and being able to be controlled and people getting sleep. Sleep is like the number one complaint around, and there's so many reasons for not sleeping well. If you can get that under control, my God, your life is completely different then. So I don't want to overtalk the testimonials because that's all that you need to do. So what I'm going to say to everyone on here is get balance tested. Get your stability test. You have to feel it for yourself. There's no way you can unfeel it. There's no way you can unsee it. There's no way you can unknow it once you experience it. And so even we have gotten our own balance test and we still have that Superpatch look immediately because it's just amazing. And you can, some people even feel it in their head, in their brain. They actually feel that activity. They feel a tingle in their nerves or something. It's real. This is way past placebo. So stop thinking about that. A lot of you don't even know what placebo really, really means. But that is what we get tested against, and that has already been done. It's already been proven. There's nothing else to prove. There's lots of literature, articles, and research, peer-reviewed, which means other doctors have reviewed it and said this is real. And that also is in our advisory board. That is all doctors. I'm so excited about that. So, hey, just listen to the testimonials, see the videos. There's nowhere there can be that many videos and it be placebo effect. So get your own test so that you can know it for yourself, as Mr. John did. Now he's wearing a t-shirt. Come on now. He's got the t-shirt for sure. So, I endorse this as a doctor, as a medical doctor, and it allows me to be in that holistic space, like 100% with no bars. So, get balance tested.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bramwell. Thank you so much. Good evening. All right, y'all, listen. So, what you do now is I want you to think right now how many of you know that there are people in your family, people that you love, that could benefit from these products? That's what I want to ask. How many of you have loved ones that could benefit from these products? How many of you that are on this Zoom right now could benefit from these products? Maybe it's a neighbor like Mr. John, right? And his wife, because his wife was tested as well, and she is an educator, and she kept telling us she wished there was a spray that she could spray through her kids in a room because she said a lot of what she's dealing with is children that are on the spectrum, children that have ADHD. But what about now for a child that's struggling? And listen, parents, let me say this. You think you're struggling because the kids can't focus? Think about how that kid is struggling, how that kid is feeling, how that kid doesn't feel like she's smart or they're smart like everybody else. And so if you're struggling as the parent, the kids are struggling even more. Their self-esteem is on the verge. They're on the verge. Their self-confidence is on the verge. And so I want you to think about this in totality. Who could you help with this product? And then who are they going to tell when they feel better, when they look better, when they can walk better, when they can sleep better? And so if you said yes to any of what we asked you tonight, then you need to be saying yes to Superpatch. And I know that you may have been in other companies where maybe you didn't have success. I get it. I get it. This is the one. This is the one. Here's our system. We patch, we post about it, we share with a word of mouth with other people doing a patch party or one-on-ones, and we care. And if you can patch or post or share, or even if you care or you can do all of them, you really gonna win if you can do all of them. But if you can do any of that, if you can patch somebody, put a sticker on somebody, if you can post about it, if you can share word of mouth with somebody, one-on-one, and then care, you can win here in Superpatch. This doesn't take a skill set. This doesn't take motivation. This doesn't take mindset. You get up, you need to find somebody to put a patch on, and you can win. There are multiple ways to get paid, a lot, but there's no reason to sit here and try to go through a comp plan when most people don't understand comp plans. You'll get all of that information from our boards app and our Linktree link upon you saying yes. We want you to run back to the person who invited you to this call. Mexico, they're saying, listen, we already want the super patches in Mexico. It's going to go viral. The moment that Mexico launches, this is going to go crazy. And who do you know that might be in Mexico? Who do you know that speaks Spanish? You need to invite them right back here next Monday. We're praying that Jorge will still be with us next Monday, right? We want Jorge here all Mondays with us. And we want you to know that you need to get these patches. So get the link of the person who invited you to this call and get started now. Pick a patch, pick a pack, pick any pack. All right. There's a pack for you. You can even use your split pay or flex pay options like Sezzle, ZipPay, Klarna, right? I think Affirm, right? If you have a virtual card through any of your flex pay options, you can use a flex pay option to sign up by simply entering in the link of the person who invited you to tonight's call. So, on behalf of Tedra Gordon, our hostess, and myself, and Jorge, our interpreter, and all of the many other brand ambassadors that are on this call, and on behalf of Jay Dhaliwal, our CEO, and our leaders like Jonathan Bryan and Stanisha Graham, we celebrate each of you for being here tonight. Now you take the next step by getting started. Thank you to Mr. John, to Jason Smith, and Mama for giving our testimonies this evening. Listen, always remember that God loves you, we love you, and there's absolutely nothing that you can do about it. We want to see you at the top, not from the top. So run back to the person that invited you here and get started now. We want to welcome you to the family, and we'll see you on the other side of Patches.